In SOLIDWORKS, if you have an assembly where multiple items need to be fastened, you can do so by using the Smart Fastener option. For this, you will need to have SOLIDWORKS Professional or Premium because it makes use of the toolbox library to assemble the fasteners. You'll first be met with a message that the Smart Fasteners will need to make changes to the items that are lightweighted to place them in resolve mode, and this will make use of extra resources. Once in the Properties tab, you can choose to add only a few holes or populate all the holes it can find. Once it has collected all the holes, it will then show you per group the selection of bolts. Each group, for example, will be a bolt, washer, and nut. You can change these by adding a top or bottom stack item, extra nuts, extra washers, all depending based off the standard item that you use to generate the hole. You can also change the size and length of the fastener that is used. If you want, you can also change the type of fastener used by right-clicking on the group and choosing a new fastener type. The fasteners are by default picked based off of the type of hole that was generated on part level or an assembly level. And for this, it makes use of the actual hole wizard tool or the hole series that was used to generate the holes. Once you've completed the feature and you're happy with all the necessary items that are added, SOLIDWORKS will add all of them to a folder for each group. All these items will then be added to your feature tree. Now the best practice is to leave fasteners to the very end of your design, and once they've been added, they will slow down the assembly performance. To improve on this, we can do the following. We can add a new configuration. I'm going to add two configurations. One that has all of the fasteners added, and one where all of the fasteners will be suppressed. I'll call them that respectfully. Once I've generated my two configurations, I will then make sure to activate the No Fasteners configuration and suppress all the fasteners that was added to that configuration. I will take care to save my assembly with that configuration loaded and active. Then in the future, if I need to open my assembly, I will need to make sure that the No Fasteners configuration is loaded. And because I saved my assembly with that configuration loaded, it should be loaded by default. This will speed the assembly performance up when I use it in the future. And the reason for this is because the fasteners will be excluded from the rebuild cycle because they have been suppressed on the No Fasteners configuration. This is a way that you can improve your assembly performance by removing items that are not necessary on the top level assembly while you're working with that assembly. Thank you for joining this video.